LeClerc.
Thank you very, very much, and welcome to the Rosemain Reading Room of the New York Public Library. After the processional on May 23rd, 1911, the Episcopal Bishop of New York, David Hummel Greer, came to the podium, just as I am now. He dedicated the day to the new building and called it a treasure house of knowledge, a center of light and learning. And he went on with his invocation, may it become our fortress and defense to guard and protect us, to make us wise with a wisdom that is stronger than the weapons of war, free with the freedom which truth gives. The bishop was followed to the lectern by George Reeves, the library's historian, who took the audience back 125 years to the arrival of John Jacob Astor, fresh off the boat as an immigrant with just a few pounds in his pocket, and for some reasons I can't understand, 7 flutes. It seems that John Jacob Astor had planned to earn his fortune in the New World in the music business, but then, quite wisely for him and for us, he settled on fur trading. Reeves methodically traced the story of how 2 separate libraries belonging to John Jacob Astor and James Lennox were created, and then later in 1895 combined with Samuel Tilden's legacy into what became the New York Public Library. Followed by how the main branch came to be designed and constructed, and his presentation took over 45 minutes. Well, we learned a lot of things in 100 years, and one of the things that we've learned is that it's necessary to be concise. So we will again speak about history, but really from a different perspective. In a moment, you'll hear from 4 of America's finest writers, whose work and whose research within these very, very walls deeply affected their own personal history. I, too, have to admit that I got my start, like countless other people, in what is now the Stephen A. Schwarzman building. Being a reader here is a key part of my own personal history, and in ways I never could have imagined. Digging through 18th century French manuscripts here one day as a very, very young and green academic, I found what was, for me, a nugget of pure gold, a key letter to Voltaire that no one had ever known about. It was the basis of my very first scholarly publication, which launched my academic career and which ultimately brought me back to this magnificent, incomparable library as its president almost 18 years ago. So on a personal level, I can honestly say that I got my job through the New York Public Library at the New York Public Library. Later tonight, we will present each of you with a special commemorative volume, whose image is being shown on the screens, that's been published in honor of our centennial, and it's being distributed for free throughout the entire city. It's being left on subway seats and on bus seats and in parks and in libraries and in bookstores. In it, 100 luminaries, many of whom are here tonight, and they're distinguished by wearing a red ribbon around their necks with a medallion. Each one of them describes the unique and personal significance of one item from among the library's 60 million items. The book is called Know the Past, Find the Future, something that so many people have done over the past 100 years here at the New York Public Library.